going on, YouTube? Thank you for coming back to my channel, Muffins. Again, you already know I am here representing for the few, the bold, the what? The plus size. You should already be in tune. So today, it is going to be a getting ready with me video. I know, right? So exciting. So excuse my bonnet. Don't try me. Don't try me. But it's gonna be a getting ready video, as well as I am so excited because I get to see my best friend today. So I'm definitely going to be inserting a few little cute clips of us. And on top of that, it is also going to be a story time. Like, you don't want to miss this story. And this story is going to be about how I know my neighbors broke into my house. I know, y'all. I know. So I know you guys don't want to waste any more time, and I don't either. So let's go ahead and get into the video. All right, y'all. So y'all already know I got my handy dandy mirror. Y'all know my mirror is right here. So when I get ready to do my eyebrows and stuff, I have to look in my mirror. But let's go ahead and get started, right? So of course I'm gonna start with my brows. But let's get into this story, right? Okay, so it was 2018. No, is it 18? Was it 19? No, 19. Yeah, 2018. So in 2018, was it 2018? No, I'm sorry, y'all. So in 2017, after I had my baby girl, I was living in Markham. So I decided, you know, by me going through what new mommies go through, you know, the mommy blues, I needed to be around more family. So my mom was like, well, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna move you back up here to Chicago. Like I moved to Markham because, you know, my husband had found us a nice house out there. We were so, you know, set. But I didn't really initially I didn't have that much family out there. He did, but I didn't. And so I was getting the mommy blues, y'all. I was alone most of the time because he was working nights and I was there, you know, with my little princess, of course. But I was getting little mommy blues. So my family didn't really like drive it all the way out there. Like my mom, she doesn't drive the suburbs. Not the suburbs, the expressway. Sorry. She doesn't drive the expressway. So it was a little hard for her to keep getting to me. So like she would have to have either my stepdad drive or either my auntie Lori at the time. So it was, you know, a lot on everybody, I guess you could say. So she ended up finding us a person that was renting an apartment. So she ended up finding us this person. I said I came out to Markham. Well, I came from Markham for the weekend to hang out with my mom and my sister and to go see the place. So we go see the place, and it was like a normal, I guess you could say it was like a little normal apartment. It wasn't really, I would say, like extravagant about it. Sorry, y'all, I'm getting my pomade for my eyebrows. But it was just an apartment, you know, it was something to get us through, to get back here, I guess you could say. Like, that was the whole thing. You guys know how I do, of course, my eyeliner with my eyeliner pencil, and then I pomade. So if y'all are trying to figure it out, I have other videos. Go ahead and look at that. But, so, you know, we looked at the apartment. Now, first we looked at the second floor of the apartment building. And so it was really nice, really spacious, you know, but the landlord wanted too much for it. And so I was like, well, he was like, well, let's take a look at the downstairs too, because I have the downstairs open as well. So we go to the downstairs and we look at it. And I'm like, okay, well, you know what, downstairs will be perfect. It's still a 2-bedroom. My baby still have her own room. You know, me and, of course, my husband have our room. We still had nice space in the front room. And then, of course, bathroom, kitchen, stuff like that. So for it to be our first little, you know, you dig, with our family, basically, because my princess was born, I was like, you know what, that's fine. We can just deal with it, even though we were coming from a house. Now, the rent that we were paying at the apartment was the amount, like, we were paying at the house, you know. So, of course, I missed the house. I would have definitely would have loved to find another house, but unfortunately that wasn't the case, you know, in Chicago, because y'all know how Chicago is. Like, everybody know how, like, the apartment is definitely like a sale. Like, if you get a studio, your studio is a sale from jail. Like, that's how big it is, right? So I was like, okay, well, you know what, we just gonna do what we have to do, make it work, right? So we moved in. You know, it was nothing wrong with the place at the time. Talking in the past before we get to the bad parts. So it was nothing wrong with the place at the time. It was nobody living upstairs at first when we moved in, and we liked it. We loved it. We was like, okay, cool. We don't hear nobody. You know, we don't got no loud nothing, right? So I'd say about 2-3 weeks go by. The landlord sends us a message, and he's like, yeah, I'm just letting you guys know somebody will be moving in tomorrow on the on the second floor. So we not, you know, tripping. We okay, cool, that's fine. So it was this young girl. I don't remember her name. I probably wouldn't have said her name anyway. I probably would have made up a new name for her. But it was this young girl, and she had a baby too. And so when we met her, she was really sweet, super quiet. You know, she really barely wasn't even there because she worked so far. So she would spend the night she said she would spend the night at her mom's house. And so it could be easy access for her to be able to get to work. So she barely was there, y'all. Like, barely. And that was fine with us. Look, like I said, we didn't hear any noises. We didn't hear any stumps, you know, nothing like that. Fine, cool, right? Great. So her and the landlord, about 2 months went by after she moved in. Her and the landlord got into a job. So by her and the landlord getting into it, because it was some stuff that he was just not doing. And like, I would have to, you know, say I agree with her, because it was some stuff that as a landlord you supposed to do, but we'll get into that. We'll get to that later. But he wasn't doing it. So she was just like, you know what, I'm moving. Mind you, me and her, we text each other. Like, cause we got cool, because like, you're a young mom, I'm a young mom. Her baby was like, literally probably like a year older than Amina. So I was getting tips from her, she was getting tips from me, we was helping each other out. Like, you know, it was real cool. Like, when we had certain extra stuff that we know we weren't going to use, we would give to her, or if she had anything, she'll bring it down, you know. It was fine, you know. So she texted me a day when I was at work and was like, yeah, I'm just letting you know I'm leaving, I'm moving, I got some stuff for Amina, if you could come up and get it, that I bought for her, if you come up and get it, whatever, before I leave. So I'm like, what's going on? Why you leaving? So I get upstairs and she's telling me why she's leaving. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, I can't be mad at why you're leaving. I understand why you're leaving. It is okay. You really didn't even owe me, you know, explanation to why you were leaving. So it was cool. It really is what it was, you know. And so after she left, man, you guys, right after she moved out, not even like a week, I would have to say, probably was a week, I'm getting a text from the landlord telling me, hey, I'm just letting you know, you will be having some new neighbors moving in. Now, I was like, dang, first of all, because you working quick, boo. Like, you want all your coin clearly, so you working quick. You getting all these people up in here. Like, it ain't nothing. Mind you, one day, y'all, it was me and Amina, mind you, again, Amina's like only a couple months, right? So me and Amina were at home. It was Christmas break. And so it's like 6 in the morning, y'all. We are knocked out. All I hear upstairs above me is like all this drilling, all types of stuff. And I'm like, oh, no way, right? So I go upstairs. Well, I knocked on the door actually, and it was my landlord. He was fixing some stuff that was upstairs. So I told myself, well, you know, next time, can you just please like let us know? You know, I could have went to my mom's house, or I could have did something, because I still have a newborn, y'all, at this sense, you know. And so she sleep, we sleep. You inconveniencing us, and I understand you want to, you know, make sure everything upstairs is in tip-top shape, because the girl just left. So these other 3 things, but you're being really like dancing. And so he said he understood. He was like, I definitely understand. We got kids too at home. So yeah, next time I'll just let you know. But this should be it. And I said, okay, cool. Right. So fast forward to, I believe it was a little bit, it was in February. So now we in 2018. So it's February. And I'm making dinner for me and the baby and Terry. We had just came back from taking I think she took her Chuck E. Cheese or something. So we had just got back. So I can get up and because they still out again, like I said, we don't know their schedule or nothing like that, right? So the mom leaves, and so I didn't know the mom had really, left. I saw her, she got in her truck and she left. So I look out the window, I'm like, okay, they're gone. I'm thinking maybe they're gone for the weekend or something. No, she left the older son in the house, right? So they blasted music and all types of stuff. Mind you, y'all, I did not know at the time I was living there that the place was not insulated. So make sure you do your research, because by me not knowing that the place was not insulated was the whole reason why I was able to hear everything. And when I tell y'all, I was able to hear everything, I mean everything. Like everything. Like everything. Like from them doing grown stuff, like everything. Toilet flush, all that. Everything. So I'm like, okay. All right, this is getting out of hand. This is just beyond me, right? So, as all this is going on, he's, like I said, he playing the music. He being real loud with the music, all that stuff. So I go, and Amina's taking a nap. This is a Sunday, man, y'all. This is a Sunday. So, man, y'all, I'm going to knock on the door, just to let them know, like, hey, y'all, it's just a little loud. First of all, introducing myself, because y'all don't know me and I don't know you. So I'm like, hi, my name is such and such. I am your neighbor from downstairs. I do have a little baby, and so this is like I said, y'all, this is the older boy. So he's like, how you doing? He's like, yeah, my name is I'm gonna call him Trey. So he's like, yeah, my name is Trey. We just moved here with my mom. He's just going into all the other stuff, y'all. He's like, yeah, it's 3 of us or whatever that's living here. kid wise, and then you know it's my mom and all that stuff. But right now she at work or whatever. He telling me she work at Fair Play. He telling me the whole business, y'all, everything. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm like, well, yeah. So your music just is a little bit too loud right now. You know, my baby's trying to sleep and stuff. He's like, oh yeah, the landlord did tell us that you had a child and all that stuff. So we don't want to, you know, we don't want to interfere with anything or mess up anything. So I definitely will go ahead and I'll turn it down. So y'all, I'm thinking that's it. I'm like, okay, cool, no problem. So he turned it down that day. Okay, so let's keep moving forward. So next couple of weeks go by, the same thing just keep constantly happening. So I'm just like, you know what, this time I'm trying to catch the mom. So I caught the mom and we had a conversation. She pulled me out. We was on the porch and I was like, hello, you know, my name is such and such. I was like, how are you doing? You know, just being real cordial, you know, because sometimes I could be a cordial girl, you know. So I'm trying to be real cordial with her. I'm just like, how you doing? Yeah, I met your son. You know, your son told me that you work sometimes and you don't be here, and you know the kids be here, blah blah blah. So she's like, yeah, I work at Fair Play. I was like, oh, okay, which one do you work at? Because at that time, me and my mom, we would always go grocery shopping at that time together. So we would always look at the sale papers and stuff. So I'm like, okay, so which one do you work at? She's like, yeah, I work at the one on, I believe she said 47. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, all right. And so we just talking. She was telling me how, you know, she grew up in this neighborhood and she moved. She had a significant other at the time that went to Gage, because she had saw my keys, because at that time I was an instructor, you know, you guys, I was an instructor at Gage, you know, my high school. So she had saw my keys. So she was like, oh, she was like, so I see your keys, you at Gage, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, I actually am still at Gage and I also went to Gage. She was like, oh yeah, my significant other, you know, he went to Gage, blah, blah. You know, like we just having just a little spill session. Nothing too major, right? So, she was like, okay, well, yeah, I know you have a little baby. And I did tell my kids, like, you know, when I'm not here, to please keep it down, because I know sometimes it could be a little much, you know. And I'm like, yeah, definitely, you know. And she was like, well, yeah, no worries. You don't have to worry about that, because I told them, you know, it's going to be cool. I'm like, all right. So, summer comes around, y'all. Imagine this was like February, March. Summer comes around. This is where all the trouble started, y'all. I hate to say it, but this is when our trouble started. So, summer comes around, and the sun, it was so peaceful. I say April and May, right after my birthday. Because me and my hubby, we went on a trip. Yeah, this is the year we got married. So we went on a trip to go get married. So after we came back after the trip, y'all, that's when stuff, I'm just making sure I got the right brush, my bad, y'all. But that's when stuff get bad. So for them 2 months, when I tell y'all it was quiet. Like quiet upstairs. But it was like nobody was there. The reason why was because the older son went to jail. So the younger son was still there, and the daughter, which I really didn't have a problem with. Like them two, they were fine. The youngest one, so the middle child, which was the boy, and then the girl, they were fine. I had no issues with them. They would be like, you need anything? Is it okay if our music's not too loud? Like, they were very respectful. But then the older son came back into the picture, y'all, after being in jail, and he had a little girlfriend. He would have a girlfriend upstairs, y'all. He'd be beating on the girlfriend. Like, it'd be days, like, y'all know CPS, we have certain days. Well, I'm not gonna say we, because I'm not there anymore. But CPS has certain days that are out of school. So the little girl would be still upstairs, and then the boy would have the girl upstairs, the girlfriend upstairs, the older boy, had a girlfriend upstairs beating her butt, y'all. And I would be downstairs because CPS would be off. We'd be close. So I'd be downstairs and I'd be hearing that stuff, y'all. Like, it was horrible. Horrible. And so it got to the point to where, like, now the girl would be calling the police. And the brother just be in and out, y'all. Like, literally in and out of jail. Literally. So it started getting real bad. He would have his gangbanger friends come to the house. They would take pictures in front of the house, throwing up gang signs. Like, and y'all know I don't want to say I'm a helicopter parent, but I'm a helicopter parent. I am. I'm very, very protective of my child and anybody else that I love. So if I see certain stuff going down, oh, I'm not with the shits. Y'all, I am not with the shits at all. So, me, instead of me confronting them, I'm going to confront the landlord and just let him know, like, hey, you might want to let them know, like, you're not supposed to do that. Especially, y'all, because at that time, I was living on 51st. If you in Chicago, you know what 51st is. You're not supposed to be around there doing all that stuff on no 51st. Not that territory. No, you're not. So, the boy was doing what he wanted to do. And so, as he was doing what he wanted to do, I was telling my landlord, like, hey, you might want to tell him he needs to slow down on, you know, the gang activity and stuff outside of the apartment, because he's gonna get you in trouble. Like, if somebody come up in here and do anything to my house because of this boy, oh, it's gonna be me and you. And man, you, this is me telling the landlord, and I didn't care. I did not care at all. And I wanted him to try to say something to me. So he was like, oh no, I'm not dealing with that, and I don't miss property. So I'm definitely gonna say something to him, to the mom, because he's not technically on the not on the lease anymore, on the lease basically. So I guess he finally had gave him a lease to sign. And that's another thing. Okay, let's just get back to the story first and I'll get into all that. So he wasn't on the lease basically. So he was like, so I'm gonna talk to the mom, and hopefully you guys can just, you know, she can resolve it and you guys can be okay, you know. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I left it alone at the time. I left it alone. So I say October of 2018, stuff started getting a little rocky with them. He wasn't as bad, but it was still bad. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm not finna keep dealing with this. I'm not. It was at the point to where he was in there doing what he wanted to do, and then he was in there doing what he wanted to do, and then on top of that, the mom started dating this new guy. So when the mom started dating this new guy, y'all, he was a drug dealer. So they would be literally in outside of the house doing them. Basically, that's all I'm saying. Because I don't want to say what it was on here. But basically doing what they wanted to do, y'all. And I'm like, all right. Now, at this point in time, I can't have that happening. I have a child. I got a little baby here. And so for y'all to be doing all that stuff and then not caring, they didn't care. They didn't care. So I'm like, at this point, I'm just trying to be quiet. You know, I'm telling the landlord everything. Y'all, I'm steady, constantly telling the landlord everything. What y'all think the landlord do? Nothing. Landlord won't do nothing. Landlord didn't care. As long as the landlord got his money, as long as the landlord got his coin, he was not caring about nothing I was saying at all. So fast forward to 2019. It is I would have to say summer 19. Yeah, police been called so many times because the boy, the older boy doing what he want to do. At this point, the actual youngest is still in high school. The middle kid then graduated from high school. So he, working and doing everything he's supposed to do. They got like locked out. So the middle boy and his girlfriend at the time, because like I said, he hadn't graduated. So they got locked out the house. So me being a good neighbor, and it's raining, like it's storming. Even though my husband told me like, nah, don't let them in. I still let them in because I was like, it's raining outside. Like I know if it was me and the roles reversed, I would have wanted somebody to open the door for me and let me in until I got in contact with my parent, to let me in the house. Because at that time the mama was working still. So they got locked out, right? So I let them come in, y'all. And I'm not thinking nothing of it at the time. I'm thinking I'm just being a nice neighbor. No, that's when they was in there scoping my shit. They was not scoping it out. Trying to see what all we had up in there. So it's finna get ready to be Christmas, right? Because it's October, right? So now it's finna be ready to be Christmas. So I get all my stuff. I used to get all my packs and stuff delivered to my job. And then I would just bring them home at night when my husband come pick me up from work. So this particular time, we had got Christmas stuff ordered through Walmart. And instead of it being ordered, we was like, we just gonna do store pickup. So we did store pickup. We go get the stuff from the store. Mind you people, I'm still not thinking. I'm thinking we in a good neighborhood. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing. Ain't nobody gonna come down stuff. None of that. So I'm still not thinking. We instead of us taking the stuff in later on at night, we decided to take the stuff in right then and there when we should have waited till later on at night, right? Because they look out their window. And when they look out their window, what do they see? They see our stuff, right? So they looking out the window, they seeing us putting stuff in the house, all big type of boxes, stuff. Mind you, all this stuff was for me, y'all. So it got to the point to where I don't know if they I do know. They started watching our schedules. So I'll leave out at a certain time every day, and my husband left out at a certain time every day. So I would take Amina outside because at that time she was giving me rides to her daycare. So I would take her outside at a certain time so she can give her ride to her daycare. Then I would go back in the house, and then I would leave back out. But a lot of people didn't know that when I left back out, because when I leave back out, I make sure I don't make any noise. I make sure I walk down the stairs really quiet. Like I do all that, or I fake it and go, okay, bye babe, see you later, blah blah, right? So this particular day, the two days before the robbery, the mom was coming up the stairs and we were getting ready to leave. And so all the stuff was, when you opened our door at that time in the apartment, all the stuff was, you can see it. Like you can literally just see it by the tree. And so she had her, because the oldest son had a child. So she had the baby. And that's another thing that blew me, y'all, because we was giving the baby so much stuff. Like even though it was a boy, it was stuff that Amina had. We was giving the baby, because we like, well, Amina not finna use it, so what we gonna do with it? Let's give it to the baby. It's the baby upstairs. Why not? This is us just thinking. wrong. We shouldn't have did that. We was being so nice to them, y'all. It was ridiculous. We was being very, very nice. So the mom saw everything. I'm taking my ring off to do my makeup. So my husband saying anything. But the mom was saying our stuff in the house. So again, I'm not thinking nothing at all. I'm just thinking she talking. You know, the little boy was talking to me and baby talk. Like, it was just so cute. You know, and she was like, did you ask Santa Claus anything for Christmas? Like, talking to Amina about it. And, you know, Amina, baby, she don't know. I'm just like, Amina say, yes. And he's like, yes, Santa Claus. You know, stuff like that. So, we leave. We come back. Like, we directly leave. I think we went to go get something to eat. And we came directly right back. So, it was not even no time for them to do nothing that day. Come Thursday, mind you, they had a whole week. So that was Sunday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, they had to be watching our schedules to see when we was leaving out, when we were coming back, all this good stuff, right? Y'all. So here comes Thursday. It was my Christmas party at work. So I left out, you know, like it wasn't nothing, regular day, left out, went to my Christmas, went to work, we worked, then I went to my Christmas party, all that good stuff. We fine, we good. The next day, this is what I think was got it. So the next day was Amina's doctor's appointment. So both me and Terry, and I think that's how they knew, because like I said, they had to be watching us leave out the house. Because when Terry's car there, we don't get no issues. When Terry's car was not there, because they had to notice that he was gone and saw all of us get in his car. That's what that was. They had to. They saw all three of us, me and Amina and Terry, get in the car to get ready to go. So we get ready to go to the actual doctor's appointment. And as we getting in the doctor's appointment, you know, we do her doctor's appointment, everything's fine. So Terry is about to, because I still have to go to work. I still gotta go to work. So he about to take me to work. So as he's getting ready to take me to work, we made to stop and get food. So we stopped, which we shouldn't have did, because I probably gave him too much time. But so we stopped to get food, then he dropped me off. And then in the middle of him dropping me off, he's getting ready for us to go home, right? Yeah. So he gets to the house. Mind you, I'm at work. I get a phone call from him. I'm thinking it's just him telling me he made it to the house, blah, 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 all this good stuff, right? No. He said, did you leave the door open in the house? I said, no. I didn't leave the door unlocked. Why? We just got robbed. I'm gonna call you back. I said, we just got robbed. Now I'm at work hysterical. I'm crying. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm thinking like, who could have done this and all this stuff, right? So as I'm crying, hysterical and stuff, the receptionist at my job, she was like, I was like, I'm leaving, I have to go. Somebody broke into my house. I gotta go. I can't even, I can't stay for work, I gotta go. So she was like, you know what, I'm gonna give you a ride. She was like, cause Uber probably gonna take too long. You need to get there so you can get to the police, blah, blah. So as I'm talking to her, so she's getting ready to take me home, I'm calling my mom and I'm telling my mom what's going on. And she's like, okay, well, I'm about to leave work and I'm finna meet y'all over there now too, because this is ridiculous and yada, yada, yada. So I'm like, exactly, like, I just can't, I can't pinpoint, I couldn't, at the time, let's say like that, at the time, I couldn't pinpoint, like, what was going on, why was this happening, and all this stuff. My bad, y'all, reaching for phones. If you don't use these, y'all, what are you doing? Use these. I love them. I just use it to go back in to blend the rest of this foundation. But yeah, so I get a mad look. But yeah, so I'm like, what is going on? I can't believe this. Like the week before Christmas, mind y'all, this was the week before Christmas that somebody did this to me. So me and Terry, like, we trying to figure out what we could have done, like why, you know, blah, blah, blah. We get there, y'all. Mind you, I'm not even at the house yet. Terry at the house. I'm not at the house yet. So I don't even know, like, the extent of what's been took. I don't know I guess you want to say the logistics. I don't know the logistics of what else has been took. I just heard what he said. So I'm going off of, you know, something small. I'm like, okay, well, maybe they just took this, that, and the third. Maybe they didn't take as much as he's saying they did. Nah, bro. They came up in there and they tried to get us real good. So how about they clearly thought they had more time. Because our TVs, my laptop, all that stuff was on the back porch. Sitting there. On the back porch sitting there. So they really thought they had all day. So that's why I know who it was. I know who it was. So as that occurs, we in the house, we trying to clean everything up. My mom's like, the police is like, well, do you suspect anybody? Do you know anybody that could have done it? And I'm like, oh yeah, I know. Because, y'all, why was the stuff on the back porch leading to their stairs? Their stairs on the back porch. So right then and there, I knew. So they bang on the door downstairs. Little girl comes downstairs. Only the little girl. Man, you the mama cars outside. You know, all that stuff's there. The little girl come downstairs. She's like, yes. They like, yeah, hi. We got police. You know, we're expecting a robbery. Did you hear anything? You know, you ain't hearing nothing. She goes, oh, I just heard some banging. I heard some banging, but I thought it was just them. So you trying to tell me that you heard somebody break into our place? And mind you, they did it in the back door. It was the back door. It wasn't the front door. Because ain't nobody gonna just break into your house in no daylight in no front door. They went to the back door. So, like I said, all the stuff was on that stairs, y'all. So when they heard Terry's car, because Terry car at the time had some muffler issues. So when they heard Terry's car, that's when it was like, oh shit. Let's drop this stuff. We gotta go. We're gonna take whatever we got and we gotta run upstairs. Cause that's exactly what that was. So I'm crying, I'm boo-hooing. I can't believe this. You know, we just distraught. You know how you just distraught? I'm so distraught, y'all. I'm so mad. Cause I'm just like, are you kidding me? Like, why would, you know, somebody do this to us? Especially Christmas time, right? I'm just like, I cannot believe this, blah, blah, blah. They didn't care. So let's go into what they took. So, they took my husband's Xbox. They tried to take all three of our TVs. They tried to take, but the TVs didn't get TVs didn't get taken, I'm sorry, because, of course, we came back and stuff was on the stuff was on the stairs. So they didn't take that. They tried to take, we had a fire stick, but what they didn't know was the fire stick was broken. So they tried to take that. They took all our pillowcases off our bed because that's the stuff that they was trying to hide stuff, well not hide stuff, put stuff in to carry. We had all of Amina's stuff for Christmas in a closet that was by the door, so she wouldn't, you know, see it. The stuff that we weren't gonna get, like all the big stuff. And you wanna know what happened? They didn't take it. So the big stuff they didn't take. But everything that was under the tree, like gifts I had for Terry, gifts I had for my family, gifts he had for me, they took all that. And then all the small stuff that we were, all the small stuff that we was giving Amina for Christmas, they took that. Yeah, they took that. And it just stressed me out, y'all, because that's how I also knew it was them, because they tried to have a conscience, I guess. They tried to have a conscience when it comes to Amina. Yeah, so I was just like, just, you know how you just really took it back? Yeah, I was just so took it back. But yeah, so that's how I know it was them, because yeah, they had a little heart. They left, you know, all Amina big stuff, like all her little cool stuff. But like all her shoes, because she had like shoes and stuff. Like Toy Wise, they didn't take. I guess you could say Toy Wise, they was like, we're not gonna take because we know she's a child, you know, and we're not gonna take that from her. But clothes wise, oh baby, when I tell you, they took all her shoes. She had shoes, little boots, you know, stuff that I bought. Mind you, some of the stuff that I had, it wasn't even like, some of the stuff wasn't even name brand for her. Like I had a 200. First of all, they took so Terry had, I bought Terry like over $300-400 worth of clothes, y'all. And it was like stuff from like Former Mills, like all men stuff like that. Like they were just taking they took everything. I wasn't able to like put nothing in like boxes or nothing. Like it was just, at the time it was just gone. But I was just like, oh, y'all just gonna take everything. Like baby, all the clothes I had for him, gone. Like gone, y'all. But it was what it was. So now let's get into the other stuff, prosecuting and stuff. So it's the next day. No, I'm sorry, I'm not even gonna say it's next day. So our door was broke. The back door was broke, y'all. Like broke. Like it was broke because it was kicked in. So we trying to talk to my landlord, and we like, yeah, so the stuff is kicked in. Are you going to come fix it? Mind you, we've been calling him, y'all. We called him since all this happened. And I'm looking off y'all because my vanity right here too. So we called him since all this happened, and we like, yeah, so can you come? First of all, somebody broke into the house. We kind of know who it is. We just called police. We're getting a police report just in case you try to say, you know, we didn't have one. We need you, you know, to come fix the door. He's like, okay, well, I'm at work. When I get off, I'll come. Okay, cool. Cause it's like it's been to get dark. Like, so we need you to hurry up before something run up in here, all that stuff, right? He's like, okay, I got y'all. This man didn't come. It's almost 10 at night, y'all. So after he came, he so-called fixed the door. After he so-called fixed the door, again, y'all, it's Christmas time. We just lost everything. We trying to figure out how we finna get other stuff for our baby, you know, for each other, you know, all that stuff. The man pulls my husband out on the balcony, and he goes, I'm not the balcony, the porch, and he goes, so I understand this just happened, but is this gonna affect y'all rent for the month? I'm sorry, sir. I know you didn't just ask me that. I just know you did. But he knocked me as my husband. He knew better, because I would have. So my husband just looked at him, and after he looked at him, he said he came in the house. He said he didn't even answer him, and I wouldn't have answered you either, because what you mean? What do you mean? So afterwards, he left. Landlord left. About, oh, y'all, did y'all see that? Because I was a fool. I almost poked myself in the eye. Let me look in my mirror. So, after all this happened, y'all, right? We just still mad. We upset. What they didn't know was I said about, well, it wasn't even 2 weeks. A week later, before Christmas, I was at home. And I was on Christmas break. And so you know how you on Christmas break. Well, I'm at home. I'm on Christmas break because I was with CPS at the time. Yet again. And the boy. So Terry bought me some pink Uggs at the time. And he put them on the tree. It was Christmas gift. Imagine this. I say this is the week going into Christmas. So the girl is over there, y'all. She come up the stairs with these pink pretty Uggs. And I'm like, oh my God, them the same Uggs that I wanted for Christmas. Baby, I had to start putting two and two together. I said, Terry, I said, you bought me the Uggs for Christmas. He told me which Uggs he bought me, and with them was the Uggs. Baby, when I tell you, Terry, I got home, and he was like, if I see that girl with your shoes on, I'll snatch them off her feet. The girl didn't even come out the house no more. So I don't know if maybe when I went to sleep with Amina, she had left or what. But she had my shoes on, y'all. Oh my God, I was so mad. Yeah, it's materialistic stuff, but when you feel vandalized, it's so messed up. And I will say, like they went through all our paperwork, but they didn't get our real stuff, like Social Security and stuff like that. Now that Saturday, so right after the robbery, that Saturday, my mom took me to go pick up a few other things, you know, to at least have for my husband to open stuff on Christmas and the other stuff, so Amina could try to open up stuff for Christmas. Because when I tell y'all, I was like at my wit's end. I was just really down on my luck. I just couldn't believe that this had happened. And I know stuff happens. I do. But it's like, I guess you get to the point where you feel like this stuff can just never happen to me, right? Nah, bro. I felt like Home Alone. Like when he had came in, like, and they was trying to get all Kevin's stuff, family stuff. That's how I felt. I was mad. So I went to the store with my mom, and I'm trying to use my card, y'all. Mind you, this is literally like a day afterwards, because it was Friday, the robbery, Saturday, going to the store. I couldn't use my card. My card said it was like locked. So I'm like, oh my God, why is my card locked? I know I got money on here. Like, why is my card locked? Call the bank. They're like, yeah, somebody tried to use your stuff. Somebody tried to use your account. They spent like, it was like $500. They tried to do $500. So I was like, okay, that's because they found a bank statement of mine. They found a bank statement and they tried to get into my account. So US Bank knows, you know, your bank knows your activity. They know what you do and what you don't do and stuff. So they thank the Lord that they blocked it, because they had really thought that they was gonna come up off my bank stuff. And then they sent me a new bank account stuff. So I was cool. I was straight on that. But they thought they was gonna come up, and I thank the Lord for US Bank, y'all, because US Bank was like, no ma'am, this is not our customer. We know she don't do this, so you're not gonna get open. So after that, I had to unlock my card. I had to go get a temporary card. And then after I got a temporary card, I was able to go do a little shopping to get certain stuff. So Christmas Eve rolls around, y'all. So Christmas Eve rolled around. We baking cookies and stuff with Amina. My mom was doing like a seafood thing that Christmas, so we had went to go to the store to go get stuff like that. So I'm on my way back from the store, and we drive up. Me and my mom drive up, and so I bought my mom a specific item for Christmas that she was bugging me about. Pacific. I think I need to put Pacific. So I bought her a specific item that she was bugging me for. Like, y'all, bugging me. Why this lady had mama item on? The mama, y'all. We was pulling up, and she was getting out her car. My mama had this bitch, like, I'm finna beat your butt, like, look on her face. Because, like, you got my baby stuff on, like, that you bought me. So it got to the point to where I was like, yeah, we gotta go. I can't be here. I can't, like, y'all think y'all, you know, superior because y'all done did whatever y'all done did. So after Christmas, after Christmas? Yeah, so after Christmas, we started looking for other places to go because I wasn't about to deal with that. I was just not. On top of, now let's get into how the landlord is a slump lord. So we get into remember all of the stuff with the people upstairs, right? So turns out the reason why he wasn't like doing what he said he was gonna do, like he was like, oh yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm about to pull a police report on them because they about to get evicted. He's telling us all these lies. Oh yeah, I'm about to evict them because they're not even paying their rent anymore, or they're not doing this and that and the third. Yeah, I'm sorry that they're disturbing you. I can't believe I let somebody like that move in. You know, he's just telling us the sob stories. Pause. If you guys don't have one of these, ladies, get one. This is a lash holder, y'all, from Morphe. Like, I have like literally 6 different pairs in here, and these are the reusable lashes, so like when you wash them, you can put them here. So he's telling us all these lies, y'all, these bullshit ass lies, and me and Terry are okay, well, cool, you know, they'll be out tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but they'll be out. So he's like, just know it's gonna be a process, blah blah. Yeah, I know it's a process to with people. So that's why I wasn't really like, okay, I'm just gonna, you know, I'm not gonna go crazy, because I definitely was. And this right here, because this blue is killing me. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm not gonna be complaining and stuff. I'm just gonna wait it out. Yeah, this whole thing was a matter of 2 years. Yes, a matter of 2 years, y'all. The man still didn't make them get out. Like, he was lying. He just wanted our money. Mind you, he was a slump lord because we had no lease. So I want y'all to know we had no lease. No lease at all. We just paid rent every month. And if we was like, it wasn't even to the point to where like we couldn't be late, because we could damn sure be late, because the man wasn't even, like I said, he was a slumlord, y'all. He wasn't even caring. So it got to the point to where it was like, we need to leave. We need to go, because I'm not about to keep sitting here. Number one, it's 12 midnight every night, y'all bumping music. People have to work. We have a kid, and you got a kid, and you still bumping music. And then oh well, you know what? So this is liquid liner, y'all. This is liquid. I gotta figure out what blushes I'm putting. Okay, I got it. So and it got to the point where like I said, they was having company when the mama went deaf. The mama be gone like weeks at a time. Then I found out the mama went to jail, y'all. So it was one time that the mama really was not there. Like, she was gone for a while. The mama was in jail. Yep. And they would act like, oh, she at work. Nah, y'all, she was in jail. It was so funny. Oh, it was so funny. Mind you, the boy had it was a lie, y'all. It was from them stealing at our house, to them stealing a phone package that I had from Amazon, to them just lying. Like, it was a lot. It was a whole bunch. So we decided we was gonna move. So we told the landlord, like, we're moving, so we're not paying nothing for the month of for these months. Like, we moved in February, y'all. It was January. He was like, yeah, we're not paying. He was like, what do you mean you're not paying? We was like, we're moving. He was like, well, why are y'all moving? We like, what do you mean why we're moving? We telling you why we're moving. It's an issue. We gave you 2 years. 2 full years, y'all. Like, this man had 2 full years to basically play us. He had 2 full years to play us. And he didn't even care. He didn't care. Like, we telling you we don't feel safe. These people done robbed us. Like, all types of stuff, right? The man did not care, y'all. He didn't care. He didn't care. He just wanted his money. He would pop up every month on the 1st to get his rent. And then after that, we wouldn't even hear from him. Like, it was a point in time where the water wasn't getting hot. We need you to come turn this water on. We need hot water. We don't hear nothing from this man. So it was like, I can't do the slumlord thing. And I would never, ever do the slumlord thing ever again. And I didn't even know he was a slumlord. That's the crazy thing, because my mom found him, and clearly he does good work, like within his houses and stuff. Oh, no, y'all. I hope I didn't drop my thing, y'all. I think I did. Okay, there we go. He supposedly does good stuff with houses. And that's what my mom was like, oh, okay, well, I got a daughter, you renting, let me go ahead, you know. And then he'll try to, like, when we was getting ready to move, y'all, he'll be like, try to give us the guilt trip. I did this for your mom will be so disappointed. My mama was on board with us. Little do you know, Plimp, my mom was on board with us. She wanted us to move. She wanted us to get out because it was too much. From the rowdy neighbors, we have a toddler. It's the street we live on. You're not supposed to be doing all that extra stuff with. Like, he didn't care. And that's the thing that made me mad. Like, you are my landlord and you didn't even care. And what was the straw? I'm seriously, what topped it all off was really when we got the house got broken into by the neighbors, and you was just like, okay, I'm gonna fix the door, and I still want my rent. So I just want everybody out there to be careful. Don't y'all get these slumlords. Don't y'all get these slumlords. Don't y'all think because, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pay cheap on rent and your stuff's still gonna be good. Your stuff's still gonna be done. Cause baby, I'd rather go ahead and pay what I'm paying now and be secure. I am in a gated community. I am secure. I don't have to worry about nobody trying to break into nothing because, baby, now I got 2 cameras. Got a camera for my house and a camera for outside my door. So stop playing with me. Like, I'd rather pay you what I gotta pay you to be safe and make sure my child and my husband is safe, instead of me trying to pay you this little amount that you wanting every month. Talking about this is the price that I can this is the price that you decided to do. Like, this is the price that you want us to pay, and you can make us pay anything you want. And baby, that's what he told us. And he lucky. I swear to God, he's so lucky that I had a child. Because if I didn't have a child, and you just went over. If I didn't have a child, I probably wouldn't have put up with everything that I did. Because at that time, we needed a place to stay. And it was reasonable in our price range at that time. Now we're more, you know, stable, and I'm used to being a mommy, so I know where my money can go and things like that. So now we moved up and we've upgraded. But I just want everybody, like, watch out for people like that. Watch out for them slumlords, y'all, because they really can try you and really be like, well, oh well, I just need my rent. And you don't want nobody like that. Y'all do not want nobody like that. So I just wanted y'all to know, cause it's crazy out here in these streets. But I just really wanted y'all to know the time that my neighbors broke into my house and my landlord did nothing. Literally nothing. It's just crazy. But I'm definitely thinking about moving out of Chicago soon too. So we'll see how that goes. But I just want everybody to be aware of certain stuff, because I just to right now, I just still can't even. I'm still processing that stuff happened to us. But other than that, I hope that you guys enjoyed my Giving Raven video. That's good. But yeah, y'all just gotta watch out for these people. Oh, and then y'all just watch out for these slumlords. Like, for real. Because they really be trying to get over on you. Last saying that they took these people to court, like, or they downtown at court right now. Like, it's a fool. The man was lying so much, y'all. So much. Oh, and then had the nerve, after we moved, to text my husband and be like, okay, so where's all the money that y'all owe? We told y'all we wasn't paying for January. We don't owe you nothing. Like, what is up with people? But it's cool, y'all. Like I said, we're in a better place now. We have a gated community and we're good. But I just want everybody else to, you know, watch out for stuff like that, because it's ridiculous. It's just so bad. And I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it at all. I just want everybody to be careful. Like, for real. But I hope you guys enjoyed my getting ready video with me. Let's go ahead and get dressed. I'll drop some pictures on once I get done getting all actually cute. But thank you again for watching. Like, subscribe, leave your comments, and go ahead and click on that notification bell so you guys can just keep on remembering to come back and chill with your girl. Also, if you are a new subscriber, I do apologize. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Keep coming back. Keep adding your friends, you know. Just like I said, this is just a motivational YouTube channel. I'm not looking for the, you know, the numbers or getting paid, but this is to help whoever needs the help and, you know, motivate and bump up their plus size life. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and end this out. I love you, muffins. Thank you for watching. Bye.